Did you know debt collectors can sue you on a debt that is too old to be legally enforced? How in the hell is that possible? It's true. In today's video, we're going to break down the statute of limitations on debt collections, which means how long it can last and how debt collectors use a trick to restart the clock. If you've ever worried about old debts, this is one video you don't want to miss. The statute of limitations is the time limit for a collector to sue you or to try to collect on a debt. It usually varies, unless you live in one of these states, from 3 to 6 years, and it can be as long as 10 years, 10 plus years. There's one state has a 15-year. Once the debt is considered time barred or past legal statute of limitations, they cannot sue you in court. They cannot take you to court. Now, they can try to collect from you, but they cannot take you to court. And if you send a cease and desist, you can put an end to it, and I'll give you the solution on that. But continue watching because you need to know this stuff. Many collectors will try to file anyway, hoping that you won't respond. If you don't answer the lawsuit, they can get a default judgment even if the time has expired. Now, you can get that overturned if something like that has happened to you. You can easily get that overturned, and you can contact us and we can help you with that. Now, one of the things that they do is they'll apply pressure by having threats of garnishment, liens, or freezing your bank accounts if you live in a state that does not allow garnishment. So it's very important to pay attention to these debt collectors and to respond to them even if your debt is past the legal statute of limitations. Even a small payment. So here's the trick that they use to get the debt restarted. Even a small payment on an old debt can restart the statute of limitations. A written promise to pay also can restart the clock. Collectors know this, and they will push for a good faith payment or a new agreement. They know this. So now, how to protect yourself. Always check your state statute of limitations when you receive a debt collection letter. If you're sued, you need to also answer that summons and raise that the debt is past its the time barred period for them to even be able to collect on that debt, and never make a payment or admit liability without checking if the debt is expired. If you can send a debt validation, you require proof of the account, the ownership, last payment date, etc. So now, the statute of limitations could save you thousands of dollars, but if you don't know your rights and you ignore the summons, or you ignore the debt collection letter, or you get tricked into paying a small amount because they scare you with threats of a lawsuit, or they scare you with threats of wage garnishment, you could end up resetting the clock on that debt. So now let's talk about some of the things that we can do to protect ourselves against debt collectors. The first thing is when you receive a debt collection letter, you want to go and look at the statute of limitations for debt to be able to be collected in your state. You can go to thecreditrepairshop.com. On my blog, go to the bottom, click the blog link, type in statute, and you'll see the statute of limitations for all of the debts across all 50 states. And there's a column that's going to have contract statute of limitations. It's usually a little bit longer. And in the last column, we have open-end accounts like credit cards or lines of credit. Those statute of limitations are a little bit shorter. In some states, they're half of what it is for a regular contract statute of limitations. When does the statute of limitations actually start? Statute of limitations starts from the last payment, not from the charge-off date. So if from the date of your last payment, you need to look on your credit reports, because that could be very important when you want to know if this debt is past statute of limitations or the time bar period. Because if it's past that date by 1 day, you don't have to pay. All you have to do is do what I'm going to tell you at the end of this video. So now we have the ground rules. Rule number 1, any debt collection letter that you receive, you check your statute of limitations to see if it's past the legal statute of limitations. What's the second thing you need to do? If it's past the legal statute of limitations, you need to send them a notification that you know that the debt is past the legal statute of limitations. You want them to cease all collection activities. You do not have to do a debt validation when a debt is past the legal statute of limitations to collect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that statute of limitations letter. Below this video in the descriptions, there's a link for the statute of limitations letter, and all you have to do is fill in the information if your debt is past legal statute of limitations. I do ask for a donation on those. It can save you time, money, and frustration. If you need help with your credit, this is part of our credit repair process. You can go to thecreditrepairshop.com, watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters. Included in that is the statute of limitations letter. If you're being sued by a debt collector, you can go to summonsmaster.com and you can upload a PDF copy of one PDF copy of your summons in the Summons Master, and it'll create a fully formatted response to every allegation and a defense to help you win your case. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel. Post your questions in the comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com and summonsmaster.com.